Peace and blessings. Olito. Now I'm just bringing this one's on right now real quick because some of us ain't we so worried about who we are, we ain't worried about what's going on. So some of us got to report what's going on in the so-called politics and so on and so forth. Well, I know everybody know about all the different type of reparations is back on the table again, and now reparations is a lot of people is agreeing with it, and so on and so forth. Some of the colonists is agreeing with it and feeling that it's time for us to repay this debt, and now that we have this to this point where reparations is here, and we talk about reparations, we ain't talking about other people. Once again, I'm talking about us not using minorities in our sentences, minorities in our mix, just strictly about us. If you don't want to use indigenous, aborigines, use black people because it's a misnomer that's known amongst us. But in processing, bag up all other so-called minorities because this is ours. Okay, despite us, I hate using the word that we earned it, but our ancestors have sacrificed so much up to this point for us to get to what we going now. And now all you Mexicans and all you so-called Indians and coming up, and then we got all these other politicians that's trying to run for president, trying to justify the fact, yeah, blacks should get reparations, but I believe all minorities should get reparations. No, we don't include us in that. We need to disinclude ourselves from that minority jacket or that minority bag. The minority bag is what the hell it is. Okay, they didn't suffer. Now let's put stuff in perspective before people start making it their business to try to pick something apart. First of all the other minorities haven't given nothing to America but tooken. Okay, first of all, America bombed the Japanese because the Japanese done bombed them and still paid them reparations. All the countries that America had issues with, look at the statics of America's reparations records of everyone who they gave reparations to. So so-called Indians or Native Americans, you already got yours. You so-called got yours when you teamed up with them to allow to be able to get these reservations and tax-free casinos and so on and so forth. So bag the fuck up off our shit. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You wasn't in them wars with us. You wasn't in none of that. You wasn't getting hung from those trees like us. You wasn't tilling these things. Everything been built on the back of black people. It wasn't built on the back of you. Let alone Chinese here. Let alone Mexicans here. And that's no disrespect to you, but all y'all talking about it belong. Y'all deserve reparations and all that, and y'all family tree and paper's been paper genocide, and you've been erased from history. Get the hell out of here. And if y'all make it y'all business, we deserve reparations too. When? Where was you? That's what we gonna say. Bag up off our reparations. And let's not listen to none of these black idiotic fools that always want to keep trying to say other people are part of it. They wasn't there. Where was they pictures of them beginning to hung up, having parades of hanging and picnics, which they call pick a nigga to hang or kill, and all these different things that was made about just degrading our race. None of y'all went through that. Not only just the physical slavery, we talking about the mental, the spiritual, culture, traditional, everything been tore up and misplaced and distorted for black people here in America, aka African Americans. So stay the fuck out of our business. You didn't want to been dealing with us. You didn't want to put us in money being involved. Want to get involved in our affairs because we got people like Claude and them that been money to get reparations on the table and so on and so forth. We ain't hear nobody bring that up. We've been the only ones bringing that up. Everyone got their reparations. You got people all of Germany. Everybody that America fucked up got their reparations. But the African, so-called African American, the nigger, the Negro, the motherfucker people used to go pay to see niggas hang and burn at the stake. The nigga that fought in all the wars to keep this country free of outsiders, as well as the outsiders that's already here. So, and then you got people that say, you got these old fools like Bill O'Reilly with his old racist ass talking about, well, if we got to give reparations, that's kind of dangerous giving reparations to blacks. That's what, but what about the soldiers that served in the war and fought right alongside them? First of all, you cannot be giving reparations for a land that you motherfuckers stole, that y'all was protecting, that y'all manipulated your own so-called people that you had in slavery to help you fight a war to make you free. So it ain't got nothing to do with no reparations for any outside colonist or white person. You don't get no reparations. How the fuck you get some reparations when you killed generations of people when you came to this land, regardless if it was Native American or so-called indigenous black Americans? You done killed genocidal people here. What reparations do you deserve because you served in a war fighting against your own goddamn people for this place? And using blacks on both sides to fight these wars. What reparations do Europeans get here? None. Everybody got reparations except us. Now, a lot of people say, oh, blood, we ain't gonna never get reparations and all that. I ain't waiting on reparations because I got business. I'm starting businesses too. Okay, I can't wait on it. Don't wait on it. But at the same time, be aware that it's coming to some kind of fruitation of what's going to transpire here, because a lot of people saying that, look, you know what? They can't keep talking about black people ain't doing this and black people ain't doing that when your people created the conditions. Your white colonist people created the conditions with the help of other outsider motherfuckers that don't like black people or want to take what we got to put us in this condition. We haven't done nothing really wrong. Even when blacks was killing slave masters and shit back in the days, that wasn't wrong neither. Call it what you want to. The fact is that we've been the most wrong people on the planet ever since white folks came in contact with America. Americans, black Indians, indigenous aboriginals, along with the Africans that was brought over here too, and African been fucked up too, and niggas is messed up everywhere else too. Reparations is due for the African American. The African American done invented so many things. The African American done been successful. African American done been awarded the award for the best basketball players, football players. Everything that American corporation has established here, the African American has dominated that area or something and made America what you would call great. Boxing, you know what I'm saying? All type of things. But yet, we ain't deserved nothing. Fuck out of here. We brought civil rights here with the blood, sweat, and tears. Where was you Chinese, Asians, Mexicans, and all you motherfuckers then? So don't tell us we don't deserve nothing. Don't include yourself inside what my people went through. Because none of your people have went through what we went through. I don't care how you put it. Period. Not even the Jews. Fake Jews at that. So none of us should be up here worrying about other people trying to get reparations. Every time we finna get something, we always say, yeah, us the minority. What the fuck we gonna bring Mexicans in for us? And that's no disrespect of being racist, because we built this shit. Mexicans ain't on all them pictures of inventions. Mexicans ain't all on them trophies and all them Hall of Fames. Come on now. Despite our oppression, we still make success of that. And I ain't talking about no Caribbean niggas neither. You motherfuckers got to get out the way too, because you wasn't here when niggas was here. So that's the problem. They trying to figure out how much. Don't just give every motherfucker here reparations, because there's motherfuckers here that didn't deserve it. People, some of their family members just came here 60 years ago. We ain't talking unlike my grandma parents. I could take them back hundreds of years. But none of these other motherfuckers ain't been here that long. They came here in the fucking 1940s and shit. You know what I'm saying? The 1930s, during those Great Depression eras. You know what I'm saying? Running from where they came from, their little countries, and they want to come here and brag about their raggedy countries and come here and try to look down on the Negro with the rest of the fucking colonists. Those are things we got to start addressing. People are there, John, man, I don't care about all that. That indigenous stuff, we know who we are, yes, but that's just one thing. We still have other things to do. It don't end there. We got ancestors that's working somewhere within this loop to allow this reparations to be put on this table. For us to sit here and deny them, I ain't worried about that. I ain't pushing for that, man. If the possibility is there, fight for that shit. Okay? I talked about reparations years ago. Off and on for years. And now they getting the ear of it. Now we got people saying, oh man, now we got to really give niggas something because we ignored niggas for fucking 3 fucking terms, damn year, until Donald Trump got in office and lightweight dealing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? So we need to understand that these reparations is ours, hands off. Everybody let these motherfuckers know, Mexicans, Asians, Mongoloids, whatever the fuck they are, everybody that's in America, if you ain't no motherfucking so-called African American, keep your hands and your mouth and your business out of our reparation business. We done fought too long and died too much and shed too much blood to be for you motherfuckers to come in that didn't pay no dues for this shit to trying to come in and say that, hey, we get reparations too. No, stay the fuck out of our business. I believe it's about 12 trillion that they should owe us. I mean, it ain't no limit. It ain't no fucking price for families being killed and so on and so forth. But shit, everybody else took the money and made good with it. The Chinese, man, the Japanese made good with the money. You know what I'm saying? All these other races, they fucked up, made good with the money that they gave them after they blew up their land and fucked their people over and gave them some money and apologized to them. And we owed a national apology like they done the Japanese and everybody else. We don't want just the money. We want a national apology, and we want the history books corrected so these motherfuckers get it straight. So when we going for these reparations, most high willing, if it come to pass, it come to pass. If it don't, it don't. But if it do, we need to come in that motherfucker saying, first of all, we not African Americans. Okay, we know that history. We accepting this up under the banner of that, but at the same time, we making a sorority that we are indigenous, and we use that money straight from that point. Don't stay here. Oh, they just gave me, hypothetically, they gave every black person in America $100,000. We have to have business mind when it comes to it, because some of us is going to go blow it and try to floss and be broke next main letter, and then they want to get involved in all the black things that people decide to put together. So if it come to pass, so be it. But at the same time, we do need to let these Europeans know, all these fake $5 Indians that's still trying to get some more money after y'all get free taxes and all this shit, no taxes on your casino. We ain't trying to hear that. Stay the fuck out your business. All y'all got y'all's. That's what we need to let it be known. Stop trying to put Mexicans in it. They ain't done nothing. So what? You came over here, did some labor. That's what you chose to do. And you got paid for it. Yeah, you got paid a little bit, but you got paid for it. We didn't get paid shit. And still ain't got shit. We've been pulling ourselves up out of bootstraps ever since we was released from slavery, or so-called slavery. Was released with nothing. That's like getting out of prison and they only give you $200 at the gate and say, go make it right, go make your life right. But then they say, oh, you far from home, you got to spend some of that $200 so you get home. $105 ticket. Now you got $95. Then you get out of society, you got to get some shoes, clothes, bam, you're broke. Now what you going to do? You got a record on your jacket on your back and you don't got no money. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Do your time or whatever, pay your dues. Motherfucker don't want to give you nothing. And every time we finna come up for nothing, we got these white posters. I didn't own slaves. I didn't know. It ain't about y'all not owning slaves. It's about the fact that you still benefit for what your forefathers did up to this point. And you've still been making excuses for this shit to exist, for all this so-called white supremacy or this white privilege to exist. It's you that made that shit. So you don't have to physically been there whooping slaves, because putting us in prison and railroading us on court rods and watching police kill us and ain't standing up as a so-called decent moral people that go against this cause, so on and so forth. I know it's some, yeah, I know, but ain't enough. What I'm saying is that white people in America, and I don't give a fuck if you're France, Rome, they always try to say, I'm from here, no, you're all here, and you all got the same privilege no matter what part of that motherfucker you come from. So any of y'all talking about you ain't have slaves and you ain't got nothing to do with that, yes, you do, because racism still exists and we still affected by that shit still to this day. Period. Why? I'm going to say reason why people are not me, man. That's just I'm one of the unique ones. No, you're not, because look at our history books in school. You're still running around teaching the wrong lies and the lies that your ancestors done planted in this place and polluted in the paperwork and polluted in the education system and polluted inside the religious spiritual system. You still supports that. So you are part of the racial white supremacy order, no matter how you see it. Because it's been designed that way. It ain't that niggas lazy and niggas just getting tired. Like, man, I'm tired of having to fight and do all this. I understand some of them brothers. Be strong though. But This system is designed to make it hard for us, to make us work hard, to make us go. We work hard. And this is the problem with some white people, that they don't want us to have reparations. Just hypothetically saying that we got to have reparations. They know that immediately those of us that got sense, we're going to immediately start coming challenging. We're going to be able to have competition power to a degree. And by us being the ones who set the trends, or who up trends, and who keep creating different customs and trends, every time people steal it from us, they know damn well you give us enough money, and all of us got enough money to put in the pot, y'all through, because we're going to overdo this. And when it comes to fashion, when it comes to music, when it comes to TV networks, we're going to outdo all that shit. That's what they don't want to challenge. They got all these other people, Mexicans and Chinese, they do all this shit, all selfishness. We don't have no culture that they brought here. Our culture is here. So for us to have the money, just look at the brothers that are doing the things they're doing with the little money they got. Just picture if he had another 6 figures or so to be able to do something. 40 million motherfuckers. And I know 40 million ain't gonna ride. We just say 100. We just say 10 million gonna ride with the 100,000. That's deep. That's another story, though. But reparations is black people's, and I don't care about people saying we ain't black. Reparations is black people, indigenous, aboriginal, so-called African-American people who don't know who their history is, but at the same time, we all here, and they all going to look at us all the same anyway. But I believe that, in my case, I believe that they should go back about only 70 years. People say, why only 70 years? Because if they don't go back 70 years, we're going to still have this same bullshit going on with the problems with the Caribbeans thinking they somebody else and so on and so forth. No, those ones that wasn't here 70, some people may say longer than that. I'm just hypothetically just giving a round off. 70, 80 years. If you wasn't here 70, 80 years ago, your mom and daddy wasn't here, or your grandmother and them wasn't here 70, 80 years ago, you don't partake in this reparation transition that's going on or might go on. I think it make most sense. That way, we won't be empowering motherfucking traitors that's amongst us anyway. Even though we're going to have them amongst our own selves anyway, we saying just traitors, that motherfuckers that's from Jamaica, from Haiti, from all these different places, fronting like they us, talking like us, dressing like us, but yet they don't like us. But at the same time, nothing against that. But you motherfuckers got your own land. Y'all whoop fucking whatchamacallit ass in Haiti. And Haiti fucked up because they choose to stop there. Y'all got land. Mexicans, y'all still got all y'all shit over there while y'all running from there. Africans got all them Africans over there, and you still ain't transferring nothing there. At least we did shit like the Black Wall Streets. We did the shits like organized. We organized in so many different ways than any other place on the planet. As a black, so-called black people, we have unified more than any person on the planet. And that's real talk. And I ain't talking about for one war and then fall off. I'm talking about consistently. We constantly coming at this system. We coming at this system in all type of ways, peaceful ways, aggressive ways, militant ways, spiritual ways. We coming at this motherfucker in all type of ways, and we still keep chipping at this system. And this system America gonna keep suffering until the indigenous, aboriginal, so-called African Americans get their motherfucking due. Because this planet is in balance. We got women suffering all this imbalance, emotions and drama and death and all that shit. Our ancestors is here to fix that shit. I'm not saying that this money will fix everybody's situation, but for the smart ones, it will. We unify this shit if it come to pass in that fashion. That's all I'm just saying. And we got a lot of foreigners. We need to be woke to this. We need to start talking about this. We got a lot of motherfucking Mexicans and $5 Indians and mixture all type motherfuckers trying to put themselves in the mix of our shit that's ours to try to opt us out of our shit like everybody else did. That's all I'm sending the message for. This ain't got time to be trying to be scholaristic about where you're from and who is who. Fuck all that. We did what we did, regardless of who the fuck we are. We were slaves. A lot of us were slaves. Our ancestors been disrespectful. You can call them indigenous servants. You can call them whatever the fuck you want to call them. We still was mistreated for all them goddamn years, and they took our motherfucking land and gave it to all the motherfuckers that don't deserve this motherfucker. Period. J. Coleman, peace, blessings.